Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 26, coming right up.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on the blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Trump gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Holders in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets ebb and flow. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. All those diamonds. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I have you wild and free. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Dgenz Crypto Daily, episode 26. How y'all doing? How's everyone on this pretty nice Tuesday morning? We will have a special guest today. It's one of our own, Terry, from our Dgenz group, Dgenz community. He's an awesome caller of shitcoins, meme coins. He'll come on, probably talk about some of the plays he's had. Had some really good wins that I can remember in our Discord. So maybe he'll talk about that. For those that are just tuning in, I have a question for you guys. Before we get started, I'm really curious. What happens after token 2049, year 2049? What happens to that token 2049? Does it change its name? Something for you guys to ponder. But while you were doing that, kindly follow this account for all crypto news and analysis, and tag along because it's going to be a wild ride. We're approaching the fourth quarter of this year, and we'll see really soon how this is so important and is getting me excited really to what's to come. So we'll look into that as well. If you're tagging along with us, scan this QR code, get into Blowfin, get 10% off all your trades. Blowfin is an up-and-coming exchange and has all your crypto needs, all types of crypto to trade, right? Bitcoin, ETH. You have all memes. I mean, talk about memes. You can short memes easily, right? and RWAs and metaverse, DeFi, and so on and so forth. So get 10% off on all trades. All right. So let's take a look at what's in the news. Looks like Donald Trump is getting into it again. Looks like Donnie is going to want to get into launching a crypto project called World Liberty Financial. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not buying any of it. His track record is terrible. So if you guys really think that this is going to be something successful, by all means, throw money at it. But I don't know. I think lawsuits follow them, and they don't have a really good track record with anything they do outside of, I guess, the real estate business that they have, right? So, it says here, officials and advisor to the project confirmed during a much anticipated 2-hour plus Spaces on X that the non-transferable government token will be available under the SEC Regulation D exemption. All right, well, World Liberty Financial crypto project the Trump family has endorsed will launch a governance token, WLFI. Wow, couldn't be any more creative than that. Yeah, so what do you guys think? Are you guys going to get into this? It says here, WLFI will be non-transferable and won't provide any economic rights, the team said on the stream. They said they only want token buyers seeking to be participants in governance, not those after economic return. Really? Isn't the whole point of buying governance token to get some returns? It's pretty funny if you ask me. You know what? I'm curious what Terry has to say. Good morning, Terry. How you doing?
Good morning. Yeah, I actually listened to that rather fawning interview that Farouk had with Donald Trump yesterday, and he didn't really get too much into it. It seemed like more like he was just saying, "Look, I'm from a generation that's kind of ignorant about this, and so the people that are more knowledgeable about it are going to handle that." But he also seemed to say that people from the younger generation that he trusts, that he believes in, they all say crypto's the future. So I mean, that's kind of good. Pretty much people just tore him up on the technicalities of it. I mean, it sounds horrible. I cannot imagine getting involved in it myself. I really can't. Sure, the thing will probably it'll probably pop. I mean, it'll probably get some support. Once they get the seed round done, which is only for those qualified investors, which, if your net worth isn't $1 million minus your house, that's not you. Definitely not for the regular person. Don't like this non-transferability thing. Don't like the reserve for the team. The allocation's not entirely clear. That is the one good thing about the qualified investors, is that you know who they are, right? So you actually be able to track them a little bit better. But not the kind of project I'd be involved in now.
Yeah, maybe that's what's saving everybody, is the fact that you can track the investments, the venture capitals that are buying into this. But even that is just so going to be phony to me, because most likely they're going to get a good deal, right? And they're going to make money, and they're going to support them the next time they launch something. So I think if you're just like a fair weather investor and throwing some money around, like, I would not be throwing anything on this. Now, doesn't mean it can't pump. It doesn't mean it can't give you some good gains. But the problem is with these things is that they're short lasting. So what's going to happen is that they don't time the market properly, and they don't get into it at the height of the bull run. Most likely they're going to have a collapse in the price, and then people are going to be upset, and then they're going to blame, obviously, the market conditions and VCs and silent investors, and it's going to be a gong show. But I don't know. I would not touch it, because there's so many other things you can do better than diving into, right, like something Donald Trump touches. It says clearly the poly market betting is up over 80% for the S side in terms of launching the token. So I don't know. I'm definitely a con when it comes to anything Donald Trump related in crypto.
Well, I think you touched on a key point there, and that is that there are better opportunities available.
So, yeah, there's so much out there. Yeah, I mean, we'll even go into some of the stuff today. Like, I wanted to actually go back to tether dominance because it's doing exactly what I expect now. So now we're going to the groove where, I see exactly what I wanted to see. And, tomorrow, I don't know if you guys are aware, but tomorrow is the FOMC meeting, and they're going to announce whether or not they're going to cut 0.5 or 0.25. Most likely going to cut. Now, if they don't cut and then they hold, I think that's going to be actually bearish, like really bearish, because it's all about expectations and if it meets expectations. And I think that's going to really send negative signals throughout the market. Now, the poly market betting on cuts is interesting because I'm watching this. It doesn't really mean anything to me specifically because I understand it has to be a soft landing. It cannot be hard landing like some people are expecting because I guess they want volatility in the markets. But the idea to land softly right now is it should be driven by market conditions, and I think 2.5 is perfect for right now. Now, in say October, the PPI and the CPI come in really, really low, then yeah, 0.5 is on the table, right? Because at that point, we need to stay at the market because any economic data like the CPI and the PPI are lagging by at least a month. And so, the real data doesn't really come in. And so it's going to be difficult to gauge, how the market's doing. But I think 2.25 is for tomorrow. And then 0.5 should be at least thought of in October, right? Because we need to get down to we talked about this the other day with the bond rates. We need to get about to 3%, a little bit under 3%. So we'll see what happens there. Also, the other bullish thing is CZ gets released on the 29th of September. And we really want that to be a bullish event. I'll show you what I mean by that. So tomorrow we have the FOMC. 23rd is the manufacturing services PMI. And then the 29th, I really want to see the GDP report. And the 29th is the same day where CZ gets released from prison. So 29th, I think you guys should mark on your calendars to be the bullish day of the year, right? Because the GDP will probably signal that we were kind of contracting, right? Canada's been already contracting for a while now. The U.S. is probably going to lag behind and show that it's retracting. And, I think there's going to be a lot of things that are going to happen in the same time. And, of course, we talk about the last, 16 weeks of the year to be really bullish. I'll show you what I mean. So these are the available weeks that we have left in the year, okay? And you guys can see that there is some red, but there's a lot of green, like a lot of green. So these are the returns for Bitcoin, okay, on the weekly scale. So as we see forward, 39th week is next week. A lot of bullish activity, right? The week following that is the first week of October, I believe, the 40th week. And then, of course, look at that, like all bullish activity. This is what I mean by timing the market. I think the 29th is just going to be front run. And we're going to have all this bullish activity into October. So I'm excited, knowing what I know, I'm really excited. And so, we go across the 41st week is still pretty good. The 42nd is amazing. That's mid-October. The 43rd is amazing. Again, mid-October. And so we get into November. Then as we get closer to the end of the year, it varies depending on the year. But I'm really excited for that last quarter, right? If we go by quarterly returns, okay, you can see the fourth quarter is amazing, right? Median is 56% compared to other ones. Q1 is 3.64, Q2 is 738, Q3 is minus 413, and so there's a lot to be excited for coming up. And so if anyone's deterring you from being bullish, just like unfollow them on socials, or just listen to the stream more often, because we're very, very bullish coming up. What do you think, Terry? Terry's got some muted. It's okay.
There.
There?
Me for a second. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Button over and over. Yeah, I was expecting to be like most of the month, but we're getting that point where I think even the last week of September could be bullish. I'm a little bit concerned when I was looking at the Bitcoin monthly chart, right? Just because the momentum there seems to be shifting back down. We do kind of have some momentum's a little bit high, and we could be a little overextended there. But down on the weekly and stuff, we're still looking good. I can stream that.
Yeah, I threw up a chart for the Bitcoin weekly, and actually the interesting thing is, we actually talk about this all the time on the stream. The bottom section of the MACD has to start curling up, so crossing over for the bulls. And I think we're going to get that because the momentum bars, if you can see, the momentum bars are getting smaller and smaller. And so we want them to be a small, and then we go the other way, and then we're into the bull run. The other cool thing actually about this candle is that it's producing a really good weekly candle right now, like really good. And I know 2 days into the weekly, but I mean, we talked about this again before, is that we needed to somehow hold right here and then pop right out. And if we do that, even now, if we pop right out, I'll be fine with that. To front run the amazing bullish activity we're going to get in October, I'm okay with that. So it all depends on what happens this week. If we pop over here and confirm, we're amazing. And then we can tread for about a week, and then we go just like that out of this long channel that we created starting in March. So this channel was started right about here in March. And that's Bitcoin for you. And then also check on dominance, right? Because we want to make sure that for alts, this dominance is free falling. And so right now it's not, unfortunately. It's doing the opposite of that. It's actually trying to get to this upper area of 58.79%. I do feel like we're close. I keep saying this, the bull run's this way for the alts. Well, of course, we're looking at the MACD has to be somewhat dumping. Okay, so we want this from MACD right here. I'll show you right here. Okay, that's what we want from MACD. So at some point it's going to do that. Now I can get more technical and probably say it's this range right here is going to produce a resistance, but the 365 weekly EMA I think is a good start for rejection. So we're going to look for that. Some alts are actually doing pretty good. The total 3 is starting to move up again. The pinch is starting to get created here. I can see it because the momentum bars are getting smaller, right? This curl is going to happen probably in a week. And once it crosses over, this action is going to be much, much higher. So alts are going to get sent really, really quickly, really soon, just because of those actions that are going to be happening really, really soon. Okay, so we're looking for a run up here. So above this left shoulder, and then maybe confirm down here, and then we can go again. The level we're looking at, I think around 3 trillion market cap. And the reason for that is because we're getting a lot of tokens now into total market cap equation. So I'm looking for somewhere here, like right up here. Okay. Because it fits this line right here, which was the former support, major support, turned resistance, and then when you flip that again into, I guess we'll be flipping it because we're not over yet, but hitting it again is still bullish, right? We can bounce off of it and come down. Also, there's a possibility of us creating this inverted head and shoulders. So I'll show you what I mean by that. So we have this left shoulder. This could be the head, right? And then the right shoulder is going to probably pop in here and then down. All right. We talked about some layer ones. Look at some layer ones. Stays looking good. Sui's up 13%, guys. Again, weekly crosses. You guys got to study those. Weekly crosses on MACD are super important. Okay. Whenever we see a cross like this, time there will be a bullish run. Even though it looks bearish in this moment, it's still crossing over, which means bulls will come back. Okay, it just needs to be reset on the lower time scales. All right, so, and then of course, now we're getting to this activity straight up, right? And we're looking for fibs, right, to determine how far we're going to go. So we have 4 as the next available fib after the first fib, which is at 209. So 409 is the next fib up. And then we have, upper area of 854. So like here, all depends on where we land, right? Now the other one that is similar to that is Say, right? Similar action. Again, we're not there yet, but when we cross over, we're going to be up here. Okay, so amazing trade right now. Like this is an opportunity to get in right now because we haven't moved up like Sui did. When Sui moves, like now you're looking for regression in order to add to your position. And like right now, Sui is a little tougher to add because it's up 13%. Say is only up 364. So I would say right now is an opportune time to add, like right now. Okay. Most likely we have a over EMAs here, like that. And then price action is most likely going to be here by that. So you want to be adding right now. Okay. So that's Say and Sui. FTM Phantom was up again. Weekly crosses, right? Momentum bar, right? We're going to get something like this, and this is going to be the action up here. Okay. So we want to get into them before they run. Okay. Always before they run, because then we maximize the profit. Cardano, right? Close. Again, Cardano should be bought right now on the weekly. Like, be thankful you have the opportunity because these are the things that happen beforehand. You would see price action on some of these layer ones kind of tell a story where others will be going as well. So you're looking at, for example, Cardano, you go, oh shit, this price action hasn't even started yet. And this is an opportunity for me to buy now. So you got to go for it right now. Even though it's at 33 cents, it looks like it's a bearish candle in the weekly. You still got to get in because this action is going to happen, right? Again, it's Sui. See that? This is where it is right now. And then once it gets going, you don't have a chance to add, right? So Cardano looking great. First resistance of 45. It's most likely going to get up to here first, right? So we're looking at somewhere at 60 cents before there's some regression. And then, we zoom out and go, all right, where else? Well, we have something here, up here. It's about $1.20. And then we maybe say there's a possibility of a sell-off at that level, but we have to see. Phantom was the same way. We just talked about that. AVAX. You see how everything looks the same all of a sudden? Right? Every single chart that I check, we're getting that pinch, right? Price action is just starting to move on AVAX. And Same kind of action, right? We're going to get something to this level first, most likely touch back there at 33, maybe even up here at 37. And then we kind of tread this way until we get into October, and then we go crazy. We've got about 5-6 minutes left. I'm going to quickly go over Velo and Opulus because we always track those, and then I'll get Terry to do some shitcoins for you guys because he's all over those. So let's get into Velo. All right, so Velo has already crossed over, and this is why Velo is so damn bullish. So see the difference between the crossovers? Other crossovers are down here, which means it's kind of like underwater, and they're being pulled downwards when they're down there. When you're above water, let's just say that, it's much easier to stay above water. Okay, and the crossover happened way above the horizon, and so it's much easier for us to get higher and higher. Right, so this move up when everything turns bullish, it's going to be super, super high. So I don't know, man. I saw its space yesterday with Mario about Velo and payment systems that Velo is producing, and yeah, it's going to be a hell of a run with Velo in something like this, right? I mean, we talk about Velo all the time, so just a reminder: we have some action here at 21 cents. We have some action at 38 cents. And of course, all the way up to almost $1. All right. Opulus. All right, Opulus. We talk about it all the time. You can see that even Opulus is getting that crossover on the weekly. See how it's happening, right? And you had your opportunity, and you're never going to get 4 cents again, right? Because at these levels, you're not going to get that opportunity again. So either you're buying now or you're buying much higher. Like Lee says, you're going to be buying at $8 pretty soon. And I kind of agree with him, right? Because then these runs happen so quickly, and you won't have a chance to add to your portfolio. And again, see this momentum bar? It's down to probably the last week of being bearish, and then this crossover happens. We're in the bullish territory. This is probably over here. I'm trying to get you guys to make money. You know, that's my goal here. You know, and if you find this stream helpful, reshare it, retweet it, however you want to say it. Help somebody out. That's it for me. I want to get Terry to show his screen and share some shitcoins. I know he's got lots to say. So, Terry, if you have a screen ready to go, I can put it up.
All right, there we go. I just want to touch on the point with Bitcoin. You were talking about the dominance, and man, the dominance has been driving up super, super strong recently. What I would really like to see, honestly, is to see Bitcoin break out, and then the dominance, drive up with that wick up, and then have Bitcoin top out and enter some sort of like flaggy consolidation, right? At which point the dominance will drop off hard, and your secondaries will get sent, and then so money just sort of rotates through crypto. I think most people know that already. So it starts in Bitcoin, it goes to like ETH and some of your major alts, and then it goes to your lesser alts. And it's really fun when it starts rotating out of like ETH and Solana and whatnot into those lesser alts, because they don't all pop at the same time, right? If you miss one, don't chase. Another one will come, another one will pop like 10 minutes, 15 minutes tomorrow, whatever. But that's something we can have to look forward to. And you're right, man. The charts do look so much similar. But let's take a quick look at this rug pull. Yeah, rug pull here, because that was one that poopy do. How about
yeah, you lost that one.
Okay.
Let's get that one back on. Rug pull, of all things you can probably show.
That is pretty funny.
I know. I also want to get your take on that DGod meme token that they're doing. Because it seemed like it's back to the levels they started off with. I think the buy-in was 6.6 cents or whatever, and I think it's at 6.6 now. Let me throw it up while we're waiting. Yeah, it's 6.6 right now, and I wonder if it's gonna do anything. Like,
Yeah, I don't
right?
know. That one's not
It's just,
looking real good to me, to be honest. I do have that one up too, but
yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting into it yesterday. I'm thinking, like, I don't know. I don't think they have that much traction. That's the problem, and it's not like, we're getting you buyers and you holders to be holding this meme token now. And I say meme token because I really think it is a meme token, because it doesn't have any utility. But yeah, I'll pop you back on the screen.
yeah, I'm struggling to get that one back. It's kind of too bad. That's one of the ones we had some success with, but yeah, honestly, I mean, I'll update on it again. I don't talk about those a whole lot, I guess, because I've kind of a short memory, right? I'm at the point where it's like, okay, man, I get a win, I get a loss, whatever, I just move on to the next play. So it's just not as exciting to me anymore. Bozo's kind of interesting, right? So Bozo popped really hard, but it's basically just stalled. And I'll show you why here. It's right here. Here's your transactions, right? Really, really slow, super, super thin. That's what happens. When you have these what happens when you have these really thinly traded assets is that nothing happens basically. But price moves far, far too easily. I can understand why they're really excited about this. They got a really good move. The MACD is coming down as it moves sideways. I would probably not enter in this one. I definitely look for some more signs of life. Looking for a pullback, probably $14-15 million range. And I'd really like to see. This is weird. How do you switch panels? I'm gonna do one more, I guess. I'll try and stream Kate because I know people will probably want to know about Kate.
Whenever you're ready. Yeah, I got my screen back up, but there, and it seems like I'm tracking these Politify tokens, Kamala Harris and Donald Trump's, and I don't know, they keep dumping and dumping, and I did put a line here on the screen to make sure that I know where my bottoms are, and it kind of stopped there, so you can see like it's supporting at the level. I'm not sure if I want to get into it yet. There's nothing bullish about it, although it is kind of crossing over back up. If we look at this crossover here, might go back up here. I'm not sure I want to get into it just yet, just in case we dump during some week, maybe this week or next week. But Trump as well, looking at it, and it's trying to find support. Poor Donald Trump. Yeah, it's sitting at a support. So like this is the area I'm looking at, and it's at the top of that range. Could it get to the bottom of the range? Absolutely. So I don't know. I wouldn't be touching anything right now for memes, just in case we get bearish. But again, everything else looks very, very bullish to me. So maybe you should be entering some of this. High risk, of course. Don't put in a lot of capital. Memes are exactly it. It's just a gamble because at any point these teams can just vanish. Unlike crypto projects that have venture capitals and angel investors and ICO investors and so on and so forth. So lots to consider there. Okay, let me throw you back up there, Terry.
Okay, yeah, so that's really important point to consider, right? When you're trading in memes, I think it's super, super important to take your profits aggressively. Like, no kidding, because, yeah, most of these, their lifespan is a few days, right? It's going to go to zero at some point, probably soon. So, if you get one that runs to 100 million, great, awesome. Just understand 99% of them won't. 99% of them will go to zero at some point, whether they just dump or whether they grind down. So yeah, they're in and outs. You make your money, you forget them. Okay. All right, so where are we at? We're looking at Kate here. Kate's actually been really strong, super resilient, and a lot better than I thought. So we have the the consolidation up here, which was distribution, obviously, because price dropped down. Sort of head and shouldery thing, but it looks like it has rejected from the neckline. I'm liking this, right? See the MACD turning up here. So again, a crossover there, but it has headed up pretty sharply. What I am expecting to see here is probably some more consolidation within this area right here. Okay, so whoops, between our point of control, which is the red line here, and then we have a little drop off here, a little cliff. So I'm expecting to see some more consolidation here, probably in the top half of this box. So we are, like I said, we're heading up with momentum. I think we're probably going to flatten out a little bit and then continue on up. So target on this, well, you're probably going to come back up here and recheck this 48. Looking for maybe a move back up to like 50 million or so. Obviously, it can fail, but I think it has been trending up pretty solidly. It's also at a point where 35 million. It's got enough momentum. That it's got enough mass to it that it should continue on.
Awesome, Terry. I think it's pretty much time to end the stream. We're running a little bit over, I think about 9 minutes or so. If anyone had any questions about any of this, please tag me on Twitter or on my socials or any of the socials we always provide. It is always nice to chat with you guys every single day. And you know what happens tomorrow? We see each other tomorrow again. Isn't that cool? All right, everyone. Take it easy. See you guys again for episode 27.
Dgenz Crypto Daily. Dgenz Crypto Daily. That's right. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Let's go. Dgenz Crypto Daily. News in the code. Riding on a blockchain. Heavy with the load. Lambo dreams are dying. Rugs are in the air. Chart gave us a meaning to the trading everywhere. Real Bitcoin's on the moon. And Ether's on fire. Hold us in the storm. Lifted higher and higher. With chart in the lead. Watch the candles glow. Crypto's in the fast lane. Never gonna hit them slow. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, that's the key. Stay up on your game now. Trading is wild and free. DeFi farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Fellow to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Mining all those diamonds in digital harmony. Oh, yeah. Dgenz Crypto Daily. Crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free. Farms are lush, staking's all the buzz. NFTs are flipping, got those pixels flipping. Wallet stacking yield, hash rates on the rise. Dgenz Crypto Daily, vision in your eyes. Bulls are on the charge, bears are laying low. Crypto roller coaster, markets have been flown. Velo to the left, Bitcoin on the right. Crypto's never sleeping cause fortunes are overnight. Dgenz Crypto Daily, fortunes you can see. Fortunes you can see. All those diamonds, digital harmony. Dgenz Crypto Daily, crypto, there's the key. Stay up on your game now. Charts got you wild and free.